What's up YouTube, it's your boy Adagio, and today I'm bringing you guys the 200 shot make challenge. This is actually one of the challenges I used to do back in high school. I wanted to do it again. I wanted to make a video about it, but better yet, I wanted you guys to come along for the ride. Now I'm going to be focusing on my fundamentals, so maybe you might learn something from me. Or better yet, maybe I might learn something from you in the comments. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. I'll meet you at the court.
So jumping right into it, I'm starting off in the paint and I'm doing one-handed shots with my supporting head at my side. It can also be behind your back if you find it more comfortable that way. What I'm doing here is focusing on my mechanics, making sure my feet are facing the basket, gathering a solid stance with my legs and using the power from my legs to develop a consistent rhythm in my shot. I'm also focusing on keeping my elbows in and flicking my wrists when releasing the ball. Now I like this drill because the mechanics I'm focusing on contribute to a better shot when I step further away from the basket. The main goal in this drill is to focus on the little things and make corrections where you see fit. For beginners, this drill will help you pick up good shooting mechanics. It will also help you stay consistent with the way you want to shoot the ball. We all don't have the same jumpers, so whatever works for you, know what that is and figure ways on how to improve your mechanics. But this is the way I like to start my shooting sessions before moving away from the rim. If you have a better shooting drill to start with, let me know by typing it in the comments, and after that, like this video so I know you want me to respond. I moved to the left elbow to start the next phase in this challenge. Over time, I grew to love this spot because I noticed the elbow shot was an easy way to get buckets on my opponents. In middle school, I remember Kobe having a few buzzer beaters from the elbow, especially Game 4 in the 2006 playoffs when the Lakers played against the Phoenix Suns. The Black Mamba came in clutch with that elbow shot to ice the game. If you know, you know. So if you can't tell, Kobe definitely inspired me to become a better shooter from this spot. If you haven't mastered shooting from the elbow, I encourage you to focus on this spot and add it to your bag. You'll be surprised in game how easy it is to get buckets on your opponents. Moving away from the elbow to the top of the key, this is actually my favorite spot on the court. It gets lit right here. I honestly made 7 or 8 in a row shooting from this spot, so it was pretty easy to claim 10 makes and move to a different spot. But with that said, what would you say? Is top of the key your favorite spot to shoot from, or are you green bean from a different area on the court? Let me know in the comments. Next up, I move back inside the 3-point line to put up some more jumpers. This spot is pretty tough. I actually don't remember having too many opportunities to shoot from this area in game. Usually, if I was on the wing, I would shoot the ball from behind the 3-point line. But knowing this, I found this area more challenging than other spots on the floor. I made sure to continue focusing on my mechanics with keeping my arms raised until the ball goes in the basket. Also making sure I'm using the power from my legs when shooting the ball instead of relying solely on my arms. I find using the strength in my legs helps me be more consistent throughout the shot process. And just like that, we're 100 shots in. Let's get it. Halfway there and I go back outside the 3-point line to knock down some shots from the wing. I think we all can agree, this area is pretty easy to knock down shots. A lot of ball players are efficient when it comes to shooting from the wing. But if you know someone who is trash, I mean straight doo-doo water from the wing, go ahead and show them this video ASAP. Whew, I'm calling halftime. Alright, let's get back to it. One of the things I like about halftime is the opportunity to reflect on how I performed in the first half. Shooting the ball how I intended felt consistent with each shot I took, so my focus was to make sure I carry over first half's consistency into the second half. In a real game, third quarter should be a quarter you take advantage of. A lot of players seem to start the third quarter with less energy compared to the beginning of the game. So if you come into the third quarter with the right mindset, you should be able to catch your opponent off guard. As you can see, I moved to the corner jumper, but it felt like I moved closer to the sun because the heat was crazy hot at this point. With the temperature rising, I knew I needed to hurry up to complete this challenge. I got to the court at 6:30 in the morning, so I knew I had about an hour before the sun's heat was trying to murder me. I also knew with the temperature rising, there was a limited time I had to record due to my camera's battery. It was draining quick, y'all. But knowing this, I felt the pressure to dial in and try to limit my missed baskets. Onto the right side of the court. Now, this side was pretty hard because the sun was being a menace, blocking my view of the basket. Honestly, I felt like I wanted to quit, but knowing the finish line was around the corner, it helped motivate me to continue. It's kind of like that feeling you get when you realize there's only a couple months left of school before summer break. You don't want to study anymore because you know summer's about to be lit. And to add to it, those last few months, time goes by so slow. The anticipation is crazy. But the grind doesn't stop, so we're definitely going to finish what we started. With that side, we're 40 makes away from the 200 shot make challenge. So stay dialed in, y'all. The last 40 makes will come from the free throw line. Most of the time I end off with free throws because I want to imagine it's the fourth quarter, seconds left on the clock, and we're down by 1. With the added pressure and fatigue starting to settle in, this makes it feel like I'm in a real game situation. Check out the free throw routine. It's pretty simple. I do 2 dribbles, spin the ball at the same time while bending my knees. Try it out and see if it helps you with your free throws. But remember, what works for me might not work for you. Everyone has their own free throw routine. Before I had this routine, I used to spin the ball, dribble, spin the ball again, then go behind the back before shooting the ball. It looked decent, but my free throws were trash, so I adjusted and made it simple. It honestly comes down to whatever feels comfortable and if you are making your free throws. There's people out here who have crazy free throw routines, but they find a way to make it work. If you ever watch college basketball or the NBA, check out the players' free throw routines and you'll see what I mean. One of the toughest things about this challenge is doing it by yourself. If you think about it, every time you shoot the ball, you have to go get it, and every time you miss, it takes more effort and energy away from trying to complete the challenge. So I definitely feel fatigue at this point, but just like that, the 200 shot challenge is in the bag. Let's go home.
And we made it back home. Thank you guys for rocking with me throughout the video. If you like this content, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned. We're going to be building this channel. Better yet, we're going to be building this community. So if that's something that you rocking with, stay tuned. We got a lot more in store. You ain't going to be disappointed. And with that said, Adagio.